for Isaac and Caleb, just, you know, you obviously had to fight through a lot of foul trouble. What changed there in the last 6-7 minutes of this game where it seemed like you guys had the freedom to get to the basket a lot?
We were in the game, but together. We weren't able to do that in the first half because of the foul trouble.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all it was.
Yeah, that and just, you know, staying aggressive.
Yes, Stacy, go ahead.
Isaac, just describe your game. I'm sure frustrating the first half and then kind of did what you could in the second.
Yeah, the first half was a little frustrating, but I knew what I had to do, and I just wasn't doing it. I wasn't registering it in my mind for some reason. Then the second, like at halftime, I just kind of sat there and realized that freshman and sophomore year, I had let that affect the rest of my game, and I wasn't going to let that happen this year. I was going to stay aggressive, stay in the game, make smart decisions, and that's ultimately what led to that second half, which I believe was pretty successful for me and the rest of our team.
Isaac, there was a stretch in the second half where I think you guys could take the lead a bunch of times, and I think you had 4 turnovers out of 6 possessions. Just was there any sort of common denominator there in terms of why you guys weren't able to click during that stretch in particular?
It was just simple pass and catch. You know, it was just certain things where, you know, either the ball slips out of your hands or, you know, just small mistakes like that. And it, you know, it's just something we got to clean up. It's nothing like major, like mental breakdowns. It's just, you know, simple things that just need to be fine-tuned. That's all.
For any of you guys, just before the half, PJ hit that half-court shot. Just what did that do for you guys at the end of the half? What was kind of the feeling like in halftime after that?
Go ahead, Bass.
It just gave us a spark. We were down 10 at one point, and we came back and just we were making all the right plays, and that happened. We went at halftime, just having a little bit of energy, just being positive. We were just talking, and we kept telling ourselves play hard for 20 minutes, get what we got, and we fought the whole night, and we just didn't make plays at the end.
Caleb and Isaac, just the lift that Basil gave you guys tonight.
Yeah, I thought that he gave us a really good lift just by his energy and enthusiasm. First game being back, I thought it was awesome for us and our team, and you know, it definitely gave us a spark.
Basil, you brought a lot of energy to the floor tonight, shooting the ball, rebounding the ball, assist, looking at everybody trying to make the team better. You've come a long way since last year. Was that kind of your effort to be more of a team player this year?
Yeah, just focusing on what I can do. Some nights you're not going to score points, but you can also rebound and play defense and play hard. That's what Coach Painter installs in us, and that's what I did tonight. I was a little nervous when I got out there first, but I just played hard and just told myself I'd done this for 4 years and just went out there and played hard.
This is for any of you. I know not the end result you want, but I mean, playing against one of the top teams in the country, knowing you have a chance to beat them, does that give you guys some confidence moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that, you know, we lost to the defending national champions on our home court, unfortunately. You know, it's the second game of the year. Both teams have stuff to fine tune, and I thought we gave a really good fight. Everything was there. It's just some small things we got to adjust. But we're definitely going to take this experience and move on for the rest of our games moving forward. Because I don't think, you know, there's a better challenge than that this early in the season.
Kind of a similar question, but what could over the back to your left, I guess. What does a game like this mean moving forward for this team, playing these kinds of games in November?
Just helps you compete at a high level against a team that's that you will face in the tournament or a tournament type of game, and it's to have it at home was a big advantage for us, and we just unfortunately didn't take advantage of it.
Biggie, what did you learn about this team tonight?
I pretty much knew what we were, and even before the game, I knew the only way they stood in the game with us is if we got in foul trouble, and that's what we happened to do, and I knew that's the only way it would stay a close game, and they were able to pull away a couple times, but we were always there, so I mean, we're gonna be okay.
Basil, you mentioned you were nervous. Your first game, or the fact that you guys are playing the defending national champs?
Playing number 3 team in the nation and national champs, so a little nervous. Couldn't sleep last night. I mean, just and I haven't played in a year. So I was just ready to be out there, and it's sold out. So you just gotta play your game and play through it. But and I played hard, and we just made plays, and we didn't make plays at the end, but it's gonna help us. We're gonna be a good team.
Isaac, how much of the foul trouble would you say was stuff you and Biggie should have done better? How much of it was just what they were able to do on the perimeter, breaking you guys down and getting into the paint?
My thing personally was just coming down on the ball. I should not have tried to, make contested the ball being as big as I am. The refs kind of don't know how to call that, so that's my fault for not understanding that in the first half. So I think that really hurt me and my ability to give to the team. As for Biggie, I thought he did a great job. Just small things that he needs to work on as well. I thought there was a couple calls that could have gone both ways, and there was a few calls that shouldn't have been called at all. And it's just unfortunate, but it's part of the game.
Two more guys, Mike and Brett.
That's you considered the team's third center?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It's like the Iowa game a couple years ago. Like when somebody gets 2 fouls, you got to be ready. You never know. If Isaac gets 2 fouls, and I got to go in, I got to guard a center, I got to guard a forward, I can guard every position. I think I'm a good defensive player, and I can guard 1 through 5, and I have no problem with that. But you just got to be ready whenever Isaac gets 2 fouls or Biggie or Vince. You just got to step up and just be ready, because you never know when your name's going to be called. On down to the bench, you never know. You could be a walk-on, your name could get called, and you just got to be ready.
Isaac, what did you learn about this team in the context of there was a bunch of instances where it looked like they were separating themselves a little bit? You guys kept coming back. Did that tell you something you needed to find out about this team?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we have a really good fight to us as a team, and I felt like we did a really good job of responding to streaks, runs in the game. I mean, we were telling ourselves, the whole time, they had their run, now it's time for ours. Basketball's a game of runs. Coach Painter tells us that all the time, and it's just how you respond to it. So I thought we did a really good job of that, and I knew that we were going to be able to do that in the beginning. It's just, we got to, like I said, fine-tune some things and move on to the next game.
Thank you, guys.